I retired from the Purdue School as a dean. I'm still way too young not to have another frying pan job. And so I thought, well, and I really need to go back over to Ohio because I spent 10 delightful years as a tenured professor at Miami. That's where I started my career as an accounting professor. And I saw the Chillicothe campus, and I said, oh, bingo, that sounds like fun.
I recall the day that he came to campus interviews, having a chance to meet students. We have sessions that were set out for him to engage with students as well as the various constituencies. We had maybe 1 or 2 students come to that session in Bennett Hall. So he took it upon himself to say, all right, if the students aren't going to come to us, then let's go get to meet the students. And so he took the opportunity to go over Stevenson, where you would expect to find students. And there were more, but nearly not to the level of space utilization or engagement that we see to this very day. So when he came on campus, I think that caught his attention to where we started asking questions. We're using it for rental. Does that make sense? And ultimately, out of that came ideas for the Learning Commons.
How does the rental business of a beautiful room tie to serving the students and serving the region? Yeah. So anyway, decided we were not in the rental business and got a committee together to explore this. And the committee just really worked well. They talked with every constituent group that you might imagine. Took the report to Athens and they said no. Oh, my heart just dropped down to my toes, we had the big plan here, okay? Every time we found a little money, we did a little something.
Persistence paid off greatly for our students to this day. They may not realize all that went into it, but there was a great deal amount that made it worthwhile.
This is where I study. If I go elsewhere, it's like, it's not my place to study, I won't study.
It's a great place to do homework.
I think it's one of the best assets we have on campus.
On my first day, I drove to University Drive. I said, this is absolutely the most beautiful entry to a campus I've ever seen, but it's missing one thing. There were no trees. I said to Dave Scott, our director of plant, I said, Dave, that is such a beautiful drive, but there's no trees. Well, he's got this wonderful relationship with the city. I swear, in 3 weeks, we had trees. As I think about things that have happened, there's a lot of neat things happen, certainly the Parkway project, making the place look like a college.
The Parkway project creates an environment that reflects the quality of the OUC educational experience.
I really like the new parking lot. It's a change.
I think it really enhances the campus. It gives us more of a campus feel.
It does have more of a campus feel. I like the way it looks now. I like the brick and the seating area.
The Health and Wellness Center was one of the early things that we did.
You got equipment to work out pretty much anything you need to. We have an excellent cardio room, free weights, weight machines. Got just about everything you need. We got locker rooms and showers. I think it's great for the campus.
One of the key things about bringing somebody from the outside is that they see what you've been living in from a different set of eyes. The member search committee picked me up at the airport. She said, well, we're going to show you what our back door looks like. So she brought me in through Pullman Road. And there was this parking lot with the weeds about yay so tall here and there. And I said to her, I don't think this parking lot gets used too much, does it? The Child Development Center is probably the grandest collection of agencies that you can imagine.
A new administration came to Ohio University Chillicothe. Dr. Bebee was named dean, and I made an appointment with him to ask him the question, would Ohio University Chillicothe be interested in partnering? And we pretty much agreed that at that meeting that Ohio University Chillicothe and the Ross County Board of Memory Retardation would be partners. Dr. Bebee and a group of us, he developed a committee, and they did a fantastic job of developing some local resources and really brought the community into it.
I first heard about the Children's Development Center in a conversation with Rich Bebee. And Rich explained that if I was interested, that really all we had to do is work with the committee and gather up a lot of money. Other than that, he didn't see it being much of a problem. So armed with all that good information, I went home and developed a list of people that I thought we should have on our committee. And everyone that we contacted agreed to help.
From the get-go, we wanted to make this a community center, because that we thought that was important, both for the university and the community, that this is something that was unique in the United States, in this country, of having a early childhood center on the campus of a university.
The payoff for me is when they decide to go to college, whether it's OUC or someplace else, and they come from a culture that maybe doesn't include college. And the parents coming up here on the campus and those folks say, oh, you know, I can get past those white pillars out there. Those people are nice. You know, they're just ordinary people, you know. So that to me is really what made that's been a very rewarding venture.
The legacy I think that he ultimately leaves is one of partnerships and relationships.
It's been a pleasure to get to know Charles Black as a benefactor, but even more importantly, as an individual. We are absolutely delighted at Ohio University's Chillicothe campus to be the catalyst for bringing their vision to fruition.
This very day we're having events that will unfold in this weekend and weekends to come that will bring the therapeutic benefits of riding to the community, to the children, the members of this community that can benefit from that, as well as just an appreciation for the equestrian arts. The dean has played a vital role in pulling the resources of the campus, partnerships with the VA, for example, just up the road, and allowing us space as we grow to try to make the demands of growth work in a way that still allows our students to meet their educational needs.
Very innovative and successful partnership with Berger Health Systems.
They have hands-on the very first quarter. So the very first quarter they learn how to do the basic skills related to nursing, and they are in extended care facilities or hospitals the very first quarter. That partnership won the Department of Labor's Innovation in the Workplace Award nationally. It's kind of neat that something done, you know, in a small community, a market like this, receive that kind of recognition.
The academic offerings have increased, and the access to academic offerings, the ability for students to truly come and pick out the programs that they want to pursue. Yeah, I think you can certainly look to any of the numbers out there statistically that point to enrollment, that point to our hiring of faculty and staff over the last 9 years, and you'll see gains made in almost every area. It's been an exciting and fun place to work. I've had a lot of great times here, and I attribute that to the style in which the dean has led our campus. I think he's very proud of what has happened here. I think anyone should be that's been able to be at the helm for 9 years and see all these great accomplishments.